Imagine this. It's night, 200,000 years ago. No fire, no light, no warmth, just darkness. One human, alone, in the middle of nowhere. No tools, no tribe, no flame. In the distance, something is watching. A lion, a hyena, something worse. This is what life looked like before fire, before we tamed the flame, before we became the rulers of the night. But what if that flame never came? What if humans never discovered fire? Not by accident, not by choice, just never. Would we have survived? Would we have built cities? Would we have made it to the moon? Or would we still be hiding in caves? Let's find out. So, no fire. What does that actually mean? Let's start with the obvious. No cooked food. Every single meal is raw, tough, cold, full of bacteria and parasites. Digestion takes forever. Disease is everywhere. Life expectancy, short, very short. No warmth. When winter comes, you don't gather around the fire. You don't feel heat on your face. You just freeze. You either find a shelter or you die. No protection. In the darkness, predators rule. A lion doesn't need light to find you. A hyena doesn't wait for sunrise. Without fire, every single night is a hunt. And you're the prey. Without fire, humans never settled. They kept moving, following the sun, following the warmth. No villages, no tribes, no civilization, just endless wandering. And without fire, no metal, no forging, no tools stronger than stone. The Bronze Age never happens. The Iron Age never happens. Technology stays stuck forever. Fire gave us more than heat. It gave us time, time to think, time to talk, time to dream. Without it, we might still be hiding in caves. But here's the strange thing. Maybe we would have found another way. Maybe we didn't need fire at all. What if our weakness forced us to become something else? Something smarter, something stronger, something that didn't need flames. Let's explore that. So, no fire, no cooked food, no warmth, no protection. By all logic, we shouldn't have made it. And yet, maybe we would have. You see, fire wasn't our only weapon. We had something else. Something even more powerful. Each other. Without fire, we would have talked more, planned more, cooperated more. Language would have become our fire, our warmth, our light. And then there's endurance. We couldn't outrun a lion, but we could outlast one. We could chase an animal for hours until it collapsed from exhaustion. No fire needed, just patience and legs that wouldn't quit. That's how we survived before fire. And maybe that's all we ever needed. And without fire, maybe we would have built better homes, thicker walls, deeper caves, shelters that kept the cold out. Without fire to warm us, we would have built warmth into our walls. And our tools? Without metal, we would have mastered stone, polished it, sharpened it, made it do things we never imagined. Stone Age, but advanced. And our bodies, we would have adapted, thicker fur, more body fat. We would have become something else, something more like the animals we feared. So maybe we would have survived. Maybe we would have found another way. Maybe we didn't need fire to become human. But here's the real question. If we survived without fire, what would we have lost? What would we have never become? So we would have survived, maybe. But survival isn't everything. The real question is, what would we have lost? Without fire, the night stays dark. Forever. No light to gather around. No warmth to share. No stories whispered under the stars. When the sun goes down, everything stops. No extended day. When the sun sets, you stop. No working on tools. No repairing clothes. No planning for tomorrow. You just sit and wait and hope the sun returns. No comfort, no safety, just darkness and the sounds of things you can't see. Every rustle could be a predator. Every shadow could be death. You don't sleep well. You don't dream. You just survive. Yes, you would have drawn, written, created, but only when the sun was up. The day would be for work, and the night would belong to fear. Fire gave us the night. It took the darkness and turned it into time. Time to think, time to talk, time to dream. Without it, we would have lost half of our lives. Fire didn't just cook our food, it cooked our thoughts. It sparked the first question, the first idea, the first story. And around the fire, we became human. Not because we were warm, but because we were together. In that light, everything began. Every invention, every discovery, every dream that left the ground started with a flame. So no, we wouldn't just lose fire, we would lose ourselves. And maybe that's the scariest part of all. So, what if humans never discovered fire? We would have survived. Maybe we would have adapted. Thicker skin, better shelters, stronger cooperation. We would have found ways to eat, to move, to live. We might have become smarter communicators, more patient hunters, more careful planners. We would have used the daylight fully, and at night we would have rested, hidden, silent, afraid. But we could have lost something we never think about, the night. Not just the darkness, but the time to gather and talk, the time to teach and learn, the time to become more. Fire gave us the night. It gave us each other. Around the flame, we told stories. We shared fears. We passed knowledge from one generation to the next. That flame was the first classroom, the first library, the first home. Without fire, we might have survived, but we wouldn't have become us. The dreamers, the builders, the question askers. We would have stayed animals, clever animals, but animals. Every idea started there, every invention, every journey, every dream that reached for the stars. It all began with a spark we didn't have to discover, but we did. So the next time you see a flame, remember, it's not just fire, it's the reason we're here, the reason we have stories, the reason we have each other. And if it had never been discovered, neither would we. So what if you had never watched this video? What would you have missed? Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.